Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chris with Christys Crafts, and today I am bringing you a double page layout for the July Build-A-Page series. So I had a bunch of pictures of my mom with my new grandson. This would be her first great-grandson, Dylan, and they were just so cute. He was looking at her, she was looking at him. They were both adoring each other, and so I had a hard time picking which one I wanted, so I picked a whole bunch. So this is kind of my go-to design that I do when I'm making a double page layout. It's a way of getting a lot of pictures on a layout and being able to spread single pieces of paper across 2 pages. So what I normally will do is cut one that I want as my base piece down. I will cut it to 11 inches tall, and then I will cut a 4-inch strip off of it, leaving the remaining 8 inches. And then I just pick which side I want to have the 8 and which side I want to be the 4. Now, to vary it up a little bit, what I did was use my quarter rounder and I cut around the edges, or corner rounded the edges to kind of give it a little bit of a softer look. And then I took the stripe paper, I cut that to 7 inches, and again, I cut it at 4 inches and leaving a remaining 8 inches. And then what I'm going to do is corner around these, and then I just strip that as a band going across. And so you can see where you're taking one piece of paper and kind of being able to spread it across the whole page and get the layout. And then that, with it having that solid paper on there, I'm able to have a grounded spot where I can kind of layer up my photos. Now I wanted to use this poinsettia paper, so I just took my Creative Memories circle cutter. I was being lazy and didn't want to get out the mat and the blades and things, so I just used my pencil, traced around it, and then fussy cut out the circle to put in the corner here. And then I'm going to use the same one, and I'm just going to circle the inside to make a smaller one, and I will put that on the bottom right hand side. If you're not good at cutting, drawing circles, or cutting out circles, then obviously grab out the blades. But yeah, I was fine with just free cutting them. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue those down. And now I pretty much have the base of my layout. So now I'm just going to take all the photos that I have and I'm going to spread them around and see where I like them and how I want them to be on the layout. Now I will say that when I'm all done and everything's glued down, it was a little bit heavy to the top. If I had it to do over again, I might shift things down again a little bit, but for the most part, I'm happy with how it turned out. And this is basically how the layout's going to look. So the next thing I wanted to do was, again, to bring a little bit more color going across. So I grabbed this piece of washi that I have that's in the poinsettia, and I'm just running that across both sides. And then I have that strip that says Merry Christmas, and I'm going to run that across as well. And then I just snip the ends. And then I was able to get a little bit of washi on the layout too. And now I'm just going to go ahead and glue them back down. And I think it's because I threw this washi on that it moved everything up. And so as you can see, it's a little bit on the higher side, and I preferred it being lower, but it's okay. I still like it. And it gave me room to do some journaling on it. And again, I'm getting 5 pictures on, which makes me happy. I could have probably cut some more of them down, but for the most part, these are the ones that I really liked. So I was determined to get these little penguins on the layout because of them being on his shirt. And I had 2, so I put one with each of the circles. And now I'm just grabbing out the chipboard, and I'm going to use the word joy as basically my title for my layout. I'm also able to grab this Christmas tree, so I'm going to put that down below, and then I do pull the penguin down so it kind of looks like he's standing with the tree. And now I'm going to grab one of these bingo cards, and it says loved. And again, we kind of associate bingo with my mom because of every holiday she brings her bingo kit with. And it's not your typical bingo where you have to pay to play. Grandma and Grandpa pay the winners. So the kids like it because they usually walk away with a pocket full of cash. So, yeah, so she's a hit when it comes to bingo. And so now I'm just kind of looking around and seeing what I can add to the embellishments. Now that I had the bingo card down, now I'm looking at that little stocking. I'm going to nestle that up above with the more joy. I wasn't quite sure about it, but in the end I like it better, so I will move that back. And I did put a journaling card down with the bottom penguin as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue him down and commit to it and be happy. And here I am, I'm gonna glue the chipboard down and the penguin down up here. And then I decide I really prefer the stocking, so I move that bow down with the bottom penguin. Now these chipboard letters do move around even with the paper off, so I'm going to go off camera or at the end and add more adhesive to them just to hold them in place. Now I'm taking some of those presents that I had fussy cut out and I'm making a cluster of those down below, and then I move the penguin back up again, and that's where he's going to end up staying. Now I'm really happy. The next thing I do is I grab these brads. They are from Echo Park, and I'm able to find a few of them, and I'm going to find my little pokey tool that I have, and I'm going to poke out, put 3 of them up above in this cluster up here. And I tried to vary them because some of them are like pearls, some of them are like gems, and some of them are larger flats. So I tried to put like one of each style in each of the clusters. I think down here I may have only put 2, a large one and a gemmed one. But I was pretty happy. I was able to get like 8 or 9 brads onto the page. And I haven't used those in a while, so it was good to get them onto a layout. And after this, I think I'm going to go in with my glue and I'm going to start gluing everything down. Yep, I'm just going to tack a little bit of glue behind the penguin and behind all the chipboard just to make sure it all sticks. Now I still felt like it needed something, so I grabbed my black pen and I am just going to do a wonky border going all the way around just to kind of close it in and make it look finished. Now I'm not doing it obviously on the inside edge because those will meet in the middle of the book, but I'm doing it on all the outside edges. And it just kind of gives it that extra touch. And I believe that's going to be it from my layout. I am going to journal on it about it being Dylan's first Christmas and him being the best present and how they adored each other. And you can just tell by her looking at him and him looking at her, there was a lot of love there. And I did put a couple phrase stickers that I had sitting out. And I'm just going to cluster a few down in the in each of the corners, and that will be it for my layout. So I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking this out today. Make sure that you go and check out Moira's channel. She is talking about trying to extend it out and make a couple more page kits, so be on the lookout for that. And again, Christy will be back with us next month, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.